Are you looking to take your lawn to the next level this year? Welcome to Grey Creek North. My name is William Mayer. I'm a lawn care enthusiast as well as I work in the industry. And today we're going to be talking about how to get stripes in your lawn, just like what's happening here behind me. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so if you've attended a Major League Baseball game or you've watched anything on TV or you know anything about grass, everybody knows that when you cut your lawn, you get those distinctive stripes looking in your backyard, whether those are diamond patterns, straight stripes, curvy stripes, anything like that. Those lines in your lawn is a part of what we strive for as a lawn care enthusiast or as people who work in the industry to show off our lawns. And people might be wondering, how do those stripes work? Why is it that we see two different colors of grass in the lawn when we look at it from certain angles? So without further ado, let's talk about how lawn stripes work and the science behind it. So when you look here, you can see two distinctive lines. Now, I cut this grass a few days ago, so it's not as clear, but you can see light stripes and dark stripes. And we're gonna cut to a quick video here of me cutting the grass so you can see how it works. But essentially, why you see these different lines here is the light stripes, the stripes that are lighter, the grass is tipped away from us, and the dark stripes, the stripes that are darker, the grass is tipped towards us. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm down here in the lawn and I'm sitting right now actually in between a light stripe and a dark stripe. So the dark stripe's over here, light stripe's over here. Essentially what I mean is when the lawnmower runs over the grass or the machine runs over the grass, or the striper roller runs over the grass, essentially what you're doing is you're taking that grass and you're pushing it back like this, and you're trying to get the grass to lay down, because when the grass lays down, it looks lighter. And then when the mower goes back across the grass the other way, you're essentially pushing the grass back to try to get to lay down the opposite way. And this is an optical illusion. So in order to see lawn stripes, the sun has to be behind you. And when the sun is behind you, the light reflects off the two different sides of the grass blade differently, which causes the one side to look lighter than the other. So that brings us to the next biggest thing, is the sun. The location of the sun is going to depend on how well you can see your lawn stripes. We are later in the afternoon here and the sun has actually gone down on the other side of the house. So as you can see, the lawn stripes in my backyard are not nearly as pronounced as they would be at an earlier point in the day. And in the early morning when the sun's on the other side of the house, the stripes in the back are not as pronounced as the stripes in the front lawn. So let's go take a quick look at that. So here, I live in Southern Ontario, it's almost 8 o'clock, and as you can see, the lawn stripes are not that easy to see in the back lawn because the sun is setting and the house is actually blocking the sun from my back lawn. But let's go take a look at my front lawn where the sun is actually visible and it is shining on the lawn. So as you can see, I'm standing in my front lawn now and the sun is just up there poking through the trees. And as you can see, when you turn around this way, because the sun is in front of me and I'm looking, because if I'm looking at the lawn in the same way you guys are looking at the lawn, the sun would be behind me, the stripes on the front lawn are much easier pronounced than they are on the back lawn, and that was because of that sun. Essentially, the direction that the sun is going is going to change how easy it is to see those stripes. So sun behind me here, these stripes are a lot more pronounced compared to the back lawn where the house itself was blocking the sun and it was harder to see the stripes. So now that we kind of understand the science behind lawn stripes, let's talk about how they are made and how you can make them yourself. So essentially, when we're talking about how lawn stripes is made, as we mentioned before, we need to be pushing those grass blades in two different directions, one towards you, one away from you. And the best way to do this with your lawnmower is to be making alternate passes. So you're going to make a pass mowing away from you, and then you're going to make a pass mowing in the opposite direction of the previous pass. Those alternate passes back and forth on the lawn are going to give you those stripes. Now, most of the time, though, you're going to see the stripes more pronounced in the areas where your lawnmower may have wheels. So if you have a riding mower, you're going to see them more pronounced where those big back tires are compressing the lawn in those two opposite directions to give you those stripes. But if you're looking for a more even or a more pronounced stripe, especially if you're using a push mower, let me show you a couple things on your mower that can help give you a more defined stripe. All right, so we're here in my shop. When it comes to making stripes, the biggest and easiest thing that you can use to make a stripe is a lawn striping kit. Now you can buy a couple different types of lawn striping kits. There's rollers, which is essentially like a big metal roller that rolls behind the lawnmower, and that essentially is supposed to help the grass lay down so the stripes are more easily pronounced. I have rolling kits on both of my lawnmowers, but there is a couple other things. You can buy brush kits. I have a brush kit on the John Deere. It is essentially a series of brushes that is supposed to do the same trick as the rollers. It's supposed to help to get the grass to lay over, so you're going to see those stripes more pronounced. Now the brush kits are a little less aggressive on the grass than the rollers. And they can cause a little bit less damage. Sometimes when you're doing turns and stuff, the rollers can dig in and kind of damage the lawn that way. But essentially those are the two different types of kits that you can buy to help get those lawn stripes more pronounced. Now most lawnmowers will have some sort of lawn striper attached to them. Normally it's just a piece of plastic that hangs down behind the lawnmower and essentially drags along the ground as you mow, and it's supposed to help give you some sort of lawn stripe as well as help from kickback and stuff flying out from underneath the lawnmower. Most of those pieces of plastic tear, break, fall off in the first year, and we don't even use them after that. So let's take a look at the two rolling kits I have on my lawnmower, and let's take a look at some of the striping aspects that these lawnmowers would have from the factory. So first of all, this is my Toro Time Master here, 30-inch. Excuse the mess, I just did a mow with it. So essentially, this lawnmower doesn't have much for striping out of the factory. It doesn't even have one of those flaps that hangs down here that most of them normally have, but this is normally what I was talking about. You have a plastic flap that hangs down here. It does have a stamped deck. Most lawnmowers with a stamped deck, the deck is stamped deeper than the actual blades. Sometimes the deck brushes along the grass as you mow, and that's supposed to help give you a better, more pronounced stripe. But essentially, this is the roller that I have put on this lawnmower. So this is from Big League Lawns, Checkmate Lawn Stripers, located in the United States. These guys make lawn stripers for all of the Major League Baseball, groundskeepers, crews, MLB, NFL, all that kind of stuff. Essentially, these are plastic rollers that roll behind the lawn. The reason why they're plastic is they're not supposed to dig into the lawn as much. It does have some lift so it can go over bumps and stuff like that. And essentially, that is the roller that I use with my Time Master. As you mow with the lawnmower, it's going to roll down that grass to give you those more pronounced stripes. And as you can see, the roller itself is pretty much the width of the back of the machine, wheel to wheel, to give you a more even stripe and prevent that micro striping we see from the location of those wheels. Now this one here, you haven't seen much about the channel. This lawnmower is new to me. This is a Toro Time Cutter 42-inch, and the first thing I did when I purchased this lawnmower was put that same Checkmate lawn striper on the back of it. Now this is what I've been using for a while. Haven't done a full review on these Checkmate stripers yet, to come soon on the channel, but essentially same deal. It's supposed to roll over that grass to give you a more even stripe. Now this is a lawnmower where with these big beefy back tires, you would see a very defined stripe where both tires are located and you wouldn't see much in the middle. So the nice thing I like about these Checkmate stripers compared to a lot of the brush stripers is this one's located from edge to edge of the mowing deck, meaning you're gonna get a more even and uniform stripe. With a lot of the striping kits, the brush kits, they're located underneath here, attached to the back of the mower deck in between the two wheels, and this doesn't give you as uniform as a stripe as this striping kit. Now you can go ahead and make your own striping kit at home as well. You can take a couple zip ties, drill into that little piece of plastic that's normally hanging off the back of the lawnmower, put something long and skinny there, you know, a metal pipe or something like that, and use that as your own striping kit at home. I don't recommend it. It's not the safest thing in the world, but it is possible, and you can do it if you're looking for a cheap solution. Most lawnmowers as well do sell some sort of proprietary striping kit as well. Toro sells one for their 30-inch as well as their 24-inch models, as well as you can source the Checkmate stripers. So without further ado, that's pretty much it for this video on how to do lawn stripes in your lawn. Lawn stripes are simple. They're a simple science, but they make your lawn look 100 times better. And for us cool season guys, striping the lawn is something that we're used to, and we all like watching those videos on Instagram and stuff of the people doing the lawn stripes. So if you're looking to do lawn stripes in your own backyard, they're easy and simple. It's just a simple optical illusion, and there's plenty of ways you can do it by yourself at home. From the Great Creek North, my name is Wade Murray. Thank you for watching. As always, make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions, send it to my email, greeknorthlawncare@gmail.com, or my website, greeknorthlawncare.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. As always, keep it green.
You make me feel even though I'm odd. Subtract what's left and carry my heart. Believe in what we got. Pay no attention what you've been taught. You plus love plus me. 1 plus 1 makes 3. How can this be? You and me make a prime number. my work, cause the way you got me feeling is